Hey, Ryan O here with the Daily BA. BA being behavior analysis. That's what this channel is about. And you see, there's kind of two ways to go about it: inward speaking and outward reaching. And I've been trying to really focus on honing in how do we start to outward reach. That is, take what we know about our field and get it out there. This channel is one way. I can upload things to this channel, but there's more strategic ways that I've been trying as well. One of those was the Adobe Creative Residency. Watch my pitch. Hey, Adobe Creative Residency. I have a confession. I'm not a filmmaker. Well, at least not originally. See, I found my way into behavioral and mental health as the first stage of my career, and it was really great. I spent a decade learning and mastering the science through a traditional undergrad and graduate program. It turns out there are these principles of behavior that influence why we do what we do that apply to everyone within a context and culture, of course. But along the way, I realized two big issues. First, no one was really translating the behavioralese, that nerdy science speak, into something simple and tangible. See, we know what actually works, but it's stuck in academic journals and it's just not in a consumable format. And secondly, while these topics may be discussed a bit online, there was no one combining behavioral science topics with videography, at least with those principles that I'd mentioned before. And so a little over 2 years ago, I picked up a camera for the first time, and I just pressed record while I went about my day-to-day as a behavior analyst. I said yes to every possible opportunity to record videos sharing this vision of a better world through behavioral science, and has led to a clear meshing of the two worlds, bringing in the science of behavior and other psychological concepts and combining it with great visuals. Now I do this mostly in short form interviews, combined with storytelling. It turns out the storytelling that so many filmmakers like myself pursue fits perfectly within this behavioral science and these behavioral principles. So now I call myself a creative behavioral scientist. A little weird, I know, but it's just really the best descriptor for the unique areas that I'm combining. I make internet videos combining my skills in psychology topics like perspective taking and share them with other behavioral scientists on a channel called the Daily BA. BA is short for behavior analyst. I also freelance and hop around from job to job, but I'm ready to take my career to the next level. So I want to leverage the 10 years of behavioral science background and connections that I've developed and combine it with the mentorship and vast network of Adobe, creating a short form video series for young content creators to learn about behavioral and mental health from signs of concern, the actual prevalence rates, and just how they aren't alone. And create videos with consumable tips and tools that the leading research shows will work, but without all the jargon. Together, we could provide something useful for those struggling and seeking to learn more about what's next, further dispelling the stigmatized nature of these topics and provide tangible, preventative strategies and resources that young creatives can use or engage with as needed. Along the way, I would continue sharing the interview and vlog style videos that have helped me succeed to this point, but it would take the pressure away of that day-to-day stress of providing for myself these sort of resources and opportunities and put the time into a project like this that it actually deserves. So I guess I'm saying I'm unique, I'm ready, and I'm confident. I'm Ryan O, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Unfortunately, I did not get it. I just got the letter in last week, and while it's a little bit disappointing, it also, in a way, is good. It provides me some sort of feedback that my skills are not quite there yet. I haven't quite done enough in figuring out how to communicate this science and what it can achieve and what it has achieved to a larger audience. And so I wanted to share with, first of all, patrons that knew about this journey, like, hey, I didn't get it, but that's all right. This is 2 years in a row now, actually been denied, and I'm gonna go back to the drawing board next year when it opens and try it again. But also, this is part of what we need to be doing. We need to be stepping outside the box, at least some of us in this field, and figuring out how we can try to be heard on different platforms, right? And so in a way, this is relatively novel grounds that I'm trying to explore and learn from. This is how learning works. This is what it's like when things don't work out perfectly in a trial or some sort of teaching procedure that we typically do in this field. But also, this isn't the first time I've been denied something like this. This seems to be part of the game. I'm sure folks that chase grants have experienced this. I've done that a little bit, but also I've tried to do this just in behavior analysis circles. Multiple denial letters from organizations like the Association of Behavior Analysis International for various dissemination grants. And guess what? That's okay. There's limited funds, limited opportunities, limited resources that can go to all of these great, fantastic ideas. So if anyone's out there a little discouraged, a little down with what's going on, just know you're not in it alone. A lot of people running these sort of things. And if you have any feedback or ideas as to how I maybe could have pitched a little bit better, I'd love that so I can try it again next year. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks for your time. And tomorrow, a 2-Minute Tuesday on what reinforcement is. I'll see you there. Peace. Ha, just kidding.